Okay, so in the only game today in the Rugby League World Cup, Tonga were playing Wales. This is the first time ever the two nations have played each other in a Rugby League international, and Tonga made a bit of hard work of it for a significant period of the game, and at one point Wales were leading for a while. The first 8 minutes saw Tonga and Wales held their line firm. Their scramble defence was good, their one-up tackling was good. Yes, they couldn't get their hands on the ball, but the Tongans couldn't get over the Welsh line. And then it's the Carl Evans massive shot on Talakai that dislodges the ball, that starts the counter-attack, that gets the Welsh try on 16 minutes, which Fazard converts. But they had a try disallowed for being held up. It went to the video referee. Dalton Grant had a try that was disallowed a few minutes earlier on 11 minutes, and there was a period where the Welsh were the better side. And it looked like the Tongans weren't fully up to pace, weren't fully engaged. The Welsh were winning the 50-50 challenges, were winning the second phase balls, were just more up for it. The Tongans obviously looked like they expected to win just by turning up, because obviously on paper they win the game 40-50-0. But you've got to win the game in practice. It's all well and good having the squad on paper to win and having a team of superstars, but if you're not gelling as a team and not, working together as a unit, it becomes a bit harder. And PNG pushed them all the way on the opening weekend. And Wales deservedly led for a lengthy period in that first half. Then it becomes the Daniel Tupou show. He scores a hat-trick, he has a fourth try disallowed, and his first try on 21 minutes, the Tongans wake up a little bit. They're not fully in the game, they don't get the conversion, but Tupou's try wakes the Tongans up a little bit, and the Welsh have to defend a bit again. But again, the Tongans aren't fully fluid, they're not on their game. And then the David Fafita and the Kolomatangi tries on 36 and 40 minutes, that's the turning point. That's the moment where the game is actually swung in Tonga's favour. And I think that knocked the stuffing out the Welsh a little bit, because they had put so much effort in for the first 36 minutes. Lolohea converts both tries, and at half-time it is 16-6, but that 4-minute spell before half-time is where the game and the momentum swings in Tonga's favour, and the Welsh cannot get it to swing back their way. Tessie New scores a try not long after half-time on 47 minutes. Tupou gets his second try on 59 minutes. They're not scoring one after the other. There are regular intervals between the tries at this point. The Lolohea try on 66 minutes is disallowed for a ball in touch, but my God, if that ball does not go in a touch, that is possibly better than what Burton did for Adaikar's fourth try for Australia against Scotland. That's even more ridiculous ball skill. In my opinion, if Katoa could keep that ball into play, that there's millimetres in that. That was on 66 minutes. Tupou's hat-trick try on 71 minutes is richly deserved, not only for his finishing, but also his bringing the ball out of back play. He could have had more tries. The Welsh did defend him very well in the first half. You could see they were running out of steam by this point. But I do think that the Lolohea disallowed try and what Katoa on the other wing, you had a bit of a mixed night. That got them going again. And then there's the disallowed try for Daniel Tupou for obstruction. He could have had 4, 5, 6, 7. But a hat-trick for Daniel Tupou. He was Tonga's best player. But I think the Tongans aren't fully in tune with each other at the moment. They were a bit clunky at times and looking a little bit disjointed. And the Welsh really did test them. They had to play, they had to pull something out of the hat, and in the second half, yes, they take control of the game, but I think the two tries just before half-time swing the momentum in their favour. The Welsh can't get it back. The Welsh put so much effort in the first 40 minutes, especially early on in the first half, to earn their right to be 6-0 up after 16 minutes. But even so, yes, the Tongans do take control of the game in the second half. but there were times where they were still rattled and they still weren't fully fluent. Now, yes, they have players to come back into the side who are not available right now. Jason Taumalolo being one who is not available because he has received a suspension from the regular club season with the NRL. He's due to come back into the side for the Cook Islands game, so there are some players not available right now for Tonga who have travelled with the squad. But hey, they weren't at their best, but they did win against a spirited Welsh side. Wales are technically not out of the tournament yet because they need results to go in their favour. They need the Cook Islands to beat PNG, and then they need a miracle against PNG in a week or so's time. However unlikely that may be, although the Cook Islands could spring an upset on PNG, and at which point that then throws the whole thing up in the air. If the Cook Islands beat PNG, then Papua New Guinea and Wales are out. If PNG beat the Cook Islands by a small scoreline and then Wales beat PNG by a decent enough scoreline, they could progress. So they do need results to go their way. They're not out yet. However, if PNG hammer the Cook Islands and then obviously hammer Wales, they need to have a miracle, but they're not out of it. But Tonga are through to the quarter-finals, which is good, which backs up their performance in 2017, where they made the semi-finals. They're just not quite fluid yet. There's still a little bit of work to do with some of their combinations, but they play better than Samoa, who they'll be compared against, I think, and I think there's more to come from this Tongan side. So thank you very much for watching. Please place your thoughts below in the comment section, and I'll have some more content for you very, very soon.